Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Coffee Time with Rita, morning edition. I just got up a little bit ago, right? I'm laying in bed, right? And I don't want to get out of bed. That's the God for truth. I'm like, no, I'm not getting out of bed. Well, anyways, I got this notice. Of course, Evo is making too much noise. I got a couple things to share with you this morning. It might be of an interest. So, anyways, last night I was going through pricing again. We're going to bed and I'm prepping, and it isn't looking good. It keeps going up in price. That's something I wanted to share with you all. It's going up in price. Now, funny thing is, it's Wednesday, right? It's been a week. Seems my cousin Dinky's really got her ass in a sling if she's not messaging me. I think it's too damn funny, Too damn funny. Gigi, good morning. Good morning, Zoe. So my cousin Dinky's basically got her ass in a sling and isn't messaging. I guess she really thinks I am a moocher. Of course, if she claims that, she better have some backing because I'm still around. Besides that, I haven't wrote her a letter in a week either. My aunt's mail hasn't come in. Today, apparently, there's a letter supposedly in the mail for Chloe on her free Medicaid for 2 years. Rack up emergency room bill, and then. So this morning, I got a note, right? Notice on my phone. Appointment for Chloe, hormone doctor, right? I could have slept in and let her miss it. I mean, you know how Chloe is. You son of a bitch, you little bastard. You bastard with a vag. You should. You know how it is. So last night I went to bed late due to the fact I was prepping as usual. Planning my prepping and planning my survival. So anyways, I haven't even checked to see where the dishes lay today. Apparently, we still got the 2 loads to do. 2 loads, I think. Let's empty this. Yeah, let the thing out. So we got. So apparently, Chloe did my pot for lunch, so I could have ramen for lunch today if I wish. Dinky MIA, not sure how to spell. Yeah, that's you spelled it right. Dinky's MIA, as usual. Pissed off that I got, pillows and pilly. And the thing is, she should basically, be happy, but she's not, But anyways, we're not talking about Dinky. Anyway, so the problem is this morning is I want to talk about prepping, okay? You need to get involved in prepping if you can. So this morning, the doctor was going on and on and on to Chloe about how she needs blood work. How can you get blood work when there's no labs available? And the labs here, they just say, oh, there's nothing, right? So the doctor's like, well, if you're going to Seattle, I'll mail it to you. I thought the labs have to go to the computer to do it. You can't just walk into a lab in Seattle and be like, oh, hi, I need my labs done here. I mean, they don't know you. And besides, they can't bill you either. I mean, it's like, I don't know how the hell it's going to work. Excuse me for 1 second. So a couple things I want to share with you this morning is severe prepping. Prepping is key. Anyways, one of the things you gotta do is prep. Literally prep. Sorry, I'm in my nightgown this morning. I just don't want to get out of it. Miserable day if you get my thing from weather. It's raining out, so. Anyways, I finally yelled at Chloe the other day. Apparently that sack of turds, I think, took some of my paper towels that Pee-wee got me. Really pissed me off. Let's see. Oh no, it's all sealed. So apparently I thought that. So we haven't tapped into it yet. Okay, that's why my eyes are playing tricks with me this morning. Yeah, well, my hair is gray because my husband and Chloe gave me all the gray. To me, I just brush it. Problem is I don't have any shampoo. I got to get some. Fortunately, I'm not going out in the rain, so next time I go out, it should be Tuesday or Wednesday when it's dry again. current weather, it's like 6 days of rain. So summer's starting soon, and I'm not going out. Chloe's like, oh, you can go out for a smoking pipe. You don't sit in the rain and smoke pipe. Usually they don't even give you. See, the thing is, neighbors are smoking in their place because too much rain. They're like, oh, well, it's raining. And the manager's like, oh, well, you signed a lease. Anyway, so we're gonna go over some numbers this morning. Prepping this morning. I've saved some stuff for you this morning. That's gonna be very interesting. I want to focus on that. I also want to tell you a couple things that might be of an interest to you guys too. So last night I told Chloe to get off her ass and use the thing. So I have to check on something. Hold on a sec. I heard rumors this morning on the news feed that the stock market's dropped 747 points so far. So it went from 30,574 today and dropped 700 points because of the new notice of inflation. Let's talk about that. Inflation. So let's go through my notes real quick on the stuff, okay? So basically, here's what's happened, okay? The Pepsi and the Mountain Dew that I usually buy dropped $2 each, okay? The mac and cheese went up in price. The coffee went down to the same price it was. The coffee for the other coffee I got went up $1. Another $1 for the ramen, another $2 for that ramen. That ramen stayed the same. And then everything else I buy went up between $1 and so far $1. So $1 to $3. That went up and that went down. Went down $20. So yeah, some things that the scalpers are trying to get is pretty hard. So, let's just go through with so last night I was talking to some people about stuff. So, just basically, if you're looking for a case of beans, growing beans went up a lot of money again. They're raising the price to brutal. Um, they're literally trying to basically kill you off when it comes to the beans. Case of 12, they're trying to, no offense, they're trying to basically scalp it to no one's going to pay that kind of money for beans, so that's something you need to think about, um, you know, so if you go with regular Bush's beans, I'm just looking, you might be able to get a deal on those. I saw him check the mac and cheese supply yet again. Apparently, they're not allowing it right now, which I got a shipment due in today and a shipment supposedly due in tomorrow. But I wanted to, let's just click this. This is what I rate everything on. Okay, so that went up $3. That went up $7. That went up, okay, and that one, all right. So pretty much it's gone up in price. Some of it's gone up $1 to $7. So you got to be careful right now. And this is just on beans. So, uh, you know, so what I'm doing is I'm cross checking on Amazon. And it'll tell me in bulk, or yeah, Amazon in bulk, and that'll tell me exactly what I'm looking for. So, once we know what's going on, we can go from there. You know. So then afterwards, you know. So then I'll check the macaroni and cheese price too. That's stuff that I use as a staple. But I'm also checking to make sure that went up. Damn, that one went up $8 overnight. So That's something you got to look up. All right, so basically, this stuff here went down in price. Oh no, it went up in price. Yeah, so it went up in price. So it went up in price. That's something I want to share with you. Let's look at this stuff here. This stuff went up in price. That went up in price. That went up in price. Click on the box here. That'll tell us exactly what we're looking for. That's on it. It went up in price. So basically, this one up in price too. Yeah, up in price. So there you have it. So all the staples that I've been looking for to stockpile has gone um, up in price. What does that keep an eye on the stock market too? They're talking about the stock market crashing. Yeah, I heard something like that. I remember Chris was talking about that too. Remember Zoe? Chris was talking about the so much plastics in our drinking water and stuff or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, I'm drinking plastics in my water, and me, I'm like, okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's in the bottles, princess. It's in the bottles. For example, say you go to the store, right, and you buy bottled water, right? You buy your bottled water in the case, like 24. Say your water tastes like crap there in Chicago. You buy your store water. Now they're saying that the bottle that the plastics are made from has the toxics in the bottles themselves. So you're drinking like X amount of plastic every day. Yeah, well, let me just put it this way. Unlike Chris, at least you admit that. The problem with Chris is he won't admit that a protein shake ain't a thing. But the thing is you got to look at the thing. You say the question is, are you going to be putting money in your protein shakes? Or are you going to put money into cases of food? So you got to weigh the price of the protein shake, which is going up. And you got to take the protein shake and say, okay, this is what I have protein shake. Why it's better stock all the rest of it in the financial aspect of food. I wouldn't have bought it. I would have waited and said, okay, I can get 2 cases or 3 cases of ramen, which remember ramen's basic ramen's 5.76. Which, by the way, there's a new article I sent. Yeah, it's in the bottle. Yes, Chris was talking about that. The toxins are in the bottle. It's not the water. The water goes through a purification process. It's in the bottle. Think about what's the only thing that's plastic and toxic. I mean, literally, spring water is basically healthy, but it's the plastic bottles. Now, for all I know my bottles is. Yeah, well, let me put it this way. You know what I do for water? Do you really want to know? 2 years ago, we bought several of these for like $50. These are basically this. I got a mount for 2 of these on the back of my bike. They're called hydro flasks, right? You're probably thinking, what's so special about this? Let me put it to you this way, Zoe. Put that damn thing in the refrigerator and keeps your water cool. And by the time you drink it, it's the best water in the world. You see, if you take your water, bottled water, and you transfer it into something like this, you're still tasting the chemicals. Here, they lead this, so it's so protected that more likely you ain't going to see any chemicals in your water. That's why it tastes so good. This is tap water, by the way. So I got like 4 of those, by the way. So I keep that it's called a hydro flask. They're more money now, but yeah, it's in the bottles. Yeah, it's worse than it's people. It is gonna kill you. No, it's not gonna kill you. It's just basically eventually it will accumulate in your body. Yeah, something like that. Whatever it is, I got a lot of them laying around. I got the hydro flask for water. I'll tell you another one that you could use somewhere. Chloe keeps misplacing the damn things. Anyways, I'll show you another one that's always around, okay? Somewhere's the other one, right? So I got four of these. Four of these, okay? Four of these, I rotate them out. See this clean canteen? What you do is take tap water. And if you know your tap water is going to be drinking that day, throw it in the fridge. See? The only plastic you have is this specialty container. See? What you do is just need a clean canteen. See? I have four of these mounted on the front of my trike so I can actually carry extra water on me for the dog and stuff. So I have four of these. What does that tell you? It tells you right there that these are going to come in handy. And our dishwasher safe, by the way. So, what you do is you take those clean canteens, you fill them up, put them in the fridge, you know. Yeah, it's a hydro flask. It's a white one, you know. You can order them on Amazon, half-gallon jugs. You're going to be paying a premium for it, but it's well worth it. My opinion keeps the water as closed as... And you can put booze in there, too. You can always rinse out and keep it clean, you know. So here you go. So this is it. So basically, this is what I have right here, okay? Right here. There's a 64, and I have it in... Well, it doesn't matter what color I have it in, you know, but I have mine in white. And the white one is $64, okay? So, I'm just going to give you this. So here, hopefully it doesn't copy. Hopefully it fits, right? I don't filter my water. Nope, can't do it. Just look for Hydro Flask half gallon. You should be able to find it. The problem is it won't let me basically post it here. So, anyways, you get the idea. So basically, you turn around, you look one of those. I don't use a water Brita filter because they're harder to get a hold of currently. You got to understand, things are getting harder and harder. Yeah, well, you got to remember, a lot of plastics have, you know, unless they're certified, like the BPA certified, which is like, you know, the certification for there's no problems in your plastics. I wouldn't even, you know, my thing is, you know, and you know, I mean, you could have half gallon, you can have gallon flasks. The thing is, depends on how much you want to pay. And for me, I use the gal. I got four half gallons that are cheaper than paying for full gallons. You know, so to me, I'm saving money. You know, I like a canteen with a screw-on handle. Look, here's a clean canteen. Look, screw-on handle. See, mouthpiece, close. Mouthpiece, close. Seals, screw handle. See, see. See, it seals like this. Seals here. Your canteen can even go on a lanyard, so you can wear it around your neck if you need to. But see, these are like the future, you know. I highly recommend those, by the way. This reminds me, I put my thing in my... No, don't tell me I left it in my pocket last night. Half the time I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's right there. I wonder why. Okay. So last night I had to take this outside. You guys need to know this is lighter. See? 3 torch. I think that has a fuel guzzler, but it works for what I need. And I don't use it all the time, but you know, this has been my go-to lighter for years. You know. So let's just get down to dip time and discuss things. So we've been looking over pricing on Amazon. Yeah, I do check for BPAs here. The one you got is perfect with that handle. Good Christmas gift idea. Well, the one I like is the one in the fridge. It's got that lift handle. You just pull it out and rotate it and pull it out, and it seals too, so it doesn't leak. It doesn't leak. And the clean canteen's a lot cheaper than the hydro flask, but the hydro flasks are really good too, depending on how much water you want to hold. See, besides them being dishwasher safe, they're coated in the inside, so you have a special coating that apparently keeps your water ice cold too. You can load up ice in it, seal it up, and let the ice slowly melt. And as it slowly melts over a course of days, you can drink it. Drink the ice water, But that's been around for like 2+ years. It's highly recommended, Of course, at first I didn't like the idea of drinking water, the fridge one's like $60, $70 for a half gallon. But yeah, it's got the little handle. See, keep distracting me. I'm not going to get to my dip. See, it's got the little handle here. See, it's sealed. Yeah. And there's a shop here in town that sells them. So if I ever need to get some more, I just go down to this shop. Lady loves me because every time I go in there, I'm like, yeah, I need this or that. And she's like, oh, business. Lady loves me. The locals, when I walk into a place, yeah, they treat me kindly. They treat me fairly. And usually they know I'm buying, So to me, it's pretty good, I walked into a place one day. Oh, my God. I walked in there. I was looking for something, right? And they were like, are you going to steal? No dogs allowed. I said, I have papers. So the lady was going on and on and on. Sheriff came out. Sheriff says, oh, yeah, we know the laws and dogs. Well, why are you here? I don't know, dogs. No dogs. I might steal them. No dogs. So I turned around, right? And I said to Chloe as I walked out, Chloe, would you be kind to go to the thrift store? We might be able to find our other coffee cups and glasses we need cheaper. This place here has lost business. I said I was going to buy a replacement coffee pot here. I'll just order online, right? About a week later, the sheriff came by and asked me about that because, that one store is like dictating policy. And the owner found out about it and said, oh, what happened to that one lady with the dog? Sheriff said, oh, she went online, ordered everything she needed and saved money. She wanted to give business to you locally, but you threw her out. Yeah. I mean, that's the only disgusting place I've always had when I've lived there in 4 years. Most places do. I mean, I can go into a place and, I like a good coffee, That was the other thing. I like a good coffee, Well, I mean, some of them are pretty good. I mean, some of them, I ran into the owner the other day of when I was out and about, outside front. People actually stopped me. I was outside, right? Sister Pee Wee says, oh, you need to get some sun, Rita, so go out there, right? Now, my motto is walk a little extra, so I'm walking, right? And I'm sitting there on the side of the side of the road, right? Before you ask me any questions, right? I don't know if you've seen this, but let me just show you what I did. Right? I reused a container. This is I reused you're gonna laugh at this. I reused a candy container as a storage container, right? So basically, I went in there, right, and I packed this up. Before you ask, yes, I'm a pipe smoker. I'm old fashioned. When it's not raining, I try to get pipe tobacco, but trying to find pipe tobacco is a different story. So I packed this up. All right, went outside, used my torchlight. I was smoking it yesterday. You don't believe how many people, literally, my tobacco, that's expensive. How many people stopped me? Rita, you're outside for months. You never leave your house, Repairman, he basically stopped his truck, got out, told me he was taking a trip, And And I'm like, that's cool. He says, you never come out. I have to look for the camera from when you surface to get the mail because I have a camera at the parking lot looks at the mail too. But I've had my pipe packed, so I was smoking out there yesterday, and I was hearing people say, oh, Rita, where have you been? Well, one of the neighbors is getting ready to move, and she keeps bothering me about the excess boxes I have at the house, right? I finally turned around and told Chloe to get off her ass yesterday, but you know how Chloe is. You should give the islands tours. Well, that's the other thing. I'll tell you how bad this tourism is. That's another story, being in a problem, right? So yesterday I'm sitting there, right, smoking my pipe. Nice pipe, that's a custom pipe. My husband had it made for himself because he wanted a big smoke instead. I got to look up something anyway. So, anyways, I'm smoking my pipe. And lo and behold, we got this little thing, right? It's called the Jolly Trolley. It's like a little bus that goes around the entire island. It was like $15 for all day now. They raise it from 5 to 15. So I'm sitting there, right? And well, here we go. Let me show you the website. I found the website for you. Okay, here we go. This might be of an interest to you, Zoe. So I'm sitting there, So I'm sitting there, right? Jolly Trolley comes by, right? And I know the guys that run it. So the guy stopped, and because he stopped, right? Literally stopped. The magic of Right Harbor, right? He stops. So I said to him, because I'm friends. No, he stopped for a second anyways. And I said, what's up? And he turned around. $25. So for an open air trolley, it's $25. So, so every time I looked at the bus, right, the Jolly Trolley, because they had it was yesterday. And I said, what happened? And, he's driving it, and he said, no one's riding it. The economy is hurting. So you got to pay $25 for an all-day pass. Now that's what me and Chloe thought it was 15, but they drive up to all the tourist sites. It's like a little bus around town, but it's $25, right? So I asked my buddy, "How's business?" He says, "Not good. Do you see our bus? It's empty." You know. The other day, Chloe was on the ferry going to town, right? So coming back, right? It was a later ferry. Said, "How was the traffic?" She said, "Oh, it's normal." I said, "Are you saying we're not getting tourists right now?" She said, "We're not getting tourists right now." Which I haven't checked the numbers lately, everyone, for prepping for here, but you know, apparently I'm trying to find something anyways. I want to check the numbers because the last time the numbers it tells us how many new cases we got. Because I always like to keep up there, but you got to keep prepping. That's saying, oh yeah, the local sheriff is up. I like reading the sheriff blog from time to time. So apparently, because they're still working on the road, apparently. So apparently, there's a new article here. Apparently, Washington State suing religious hospitals for abortion. That's an interesting read. So apparently, in the other news, okay, here we go. So apparently, we have 1,700 cases or something. 1,700 cases. I'm gonna look at this just to see. I like laughing at this. Let's see. It says abortion rights. So basically, they're saying, that you gotta go somewhere else. Yeah, well, we'll see how that plays out. I'm gonna read this. So 1,700 cases. Okay. Yeah. And then this is okay. So it's an. Concerned friend. Okay, so a concerned friend sent a testing kit. The guy was paranoid that he didn't order one. And then a DCR and a therapist was concerned, so they sent the sheriff out for a welfare check because the person's severely mentally ill, and they went to get a ride to the mental clinic here in town. So there's a trespass letters because someone's lawn was used as a piss field. All right, so this guy called and said from January and May his boat was stolen and he doesn't know who did. So, they said that. And so basically, this one here is a mental health thing where this someone called the family. The family had the sheriff call this guy. This guy or girl turned around, and said, "Hey, I've already made arrangements with Compass," which is funny. I got an update for you too on something that's really interesting. I actually went through last night. I'm on T's, by the way. They have letter T, like trespassing, subsidized housing for every city. So I sent Chloe like 15 places to call that has a housing and availability now, by the way. A mental health crisis, another mental health crisis for voluntary for treatment. So that they conned them to go to voluntary treatment. See a welfare check. Subject was found to be intoxicated from inhaling duster, and okay, whatever duster is. So this one was airlifted off the hospital from a beach. A domestic incident. No crime has appeared. This one's infraction was issued. Yeah, I like these. I like reading these. These are just fun. This is a vehicle. A car was stolen here on the island. I think it was driven off. Yeah, no, but more likely it was driven off and it's stripped because car parts are getting harder and harder to get in this damn time frame. So this one was booked under an incident from multiple misdemeanor warrants for off island. That's interesting. This one was disorderly conduct. And it was open container in public. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Usually we can. Church wanted someone trespass for making racist comments. Wow. Okay, so ordinance about dogs being off the property. Teenagers at warrants for their arrest were located, arrested. Wow. Hit their car, hit and run when they were grocery shopping. That's interesting. So a restrained party was arrested with a restraining order. Another let's say deputy was dispatched for trespassing in the San Juan Island area. Person transported to the ferry and told them to leave, so now they're basically telling people to leave. This one was driving 51 in a school zone. And they lost their phone at the Islander, and then they said that maybe they were drinking. Yeah, see, this is funny. Family member substance abuse. No crime was committed for the night, and a plan was made. Yeah, okay. Animal bite. Documentation incident for trespassing again. Runaway juvenile returned to their parents. Someone stole a bronze statue valued at $1,500. Yeah, well, someone probably melted it down by now. See, I mean, you can't believe the crap that's being stolen right now. Someone found shotgun shells. That's cool for destruction. Probable cause for emails. That's interesting. Emails. So the ATF is now investigating again for a package that was severely found with possible flammables in it, but they didn't open it. Criminal citation for assault and disobeying a flagger. Oh wow! So now they're charging flaggers are getting see crap. Talk about island living. Yeah, I did. Dude, yeah, open air Jolly Trolley is a hit. Sucks. No one is riding it. Yeah, I mean, no one is. I mean, that's the thing. People are not coming over here. I mean, you can go into any restaurants and get a seat right now. That's the real problem with it. You can get a seat anywhere. Mhm. Yeah, there's a two movie theater right now. It's showing Jurassic Park and Top Gun, but I figured I'd watch Top Gun on HBO Max coming out. Yeah, I know Paramount Plus. Well, Chloe basically wants to leave. She doesn't like being locked up in a rural community either, and she doesn't like being told what to do either. It's like the other day I turned around, right? Yesterday, yesterday I said, "Hey, the trash needs to be taken out. We got bags filled up here, 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 all along the wall. We have that multiple cans," and she's just like, "Oh, I'll get to it." She never did, and the neighbors harassing me for boxes. You know. Mm, So, I found anything that had subsidized. Of course, one of the places that we used to live at can't get a hold of the manager either. That's the weirdest thing. Keep saying that it's temporarily closed. You know, always like, I'm going to use your phone. Fine. Well, the thing is, she doesn't want to be told what to do. She doesn't care if she lives in a dirt pile. As long as it's her dirt pile. Thing is there's and she just got Medicaid. And the problem with the Medicaid is she can get mental now, and she won't even do that. So that's. So to me, it's like, yeah, whatever. So like last night, she said to me, said something to me about I can't remember what she said. It was something interesting. A game. She was like, play your game or something. She told me to play my game. So that's what I did. I was playing my game. So I thought, cool, playing a game. That's great. So I was playing a game last night. I was playing a farm game. You know, it's fun. Okay. Yeah, well, it wasn't really hanging out. She's always in her room. Good morning, Chris. So yeah, I mean, we're watching the queue into the storm. She got through one episode. She's got five to go. But that was a good thing. I got through three last night. I still got 4 to 6 to go through again. Episode 4 through 6. I fell asleep at 4. Well, take your time. I'll do the same. But I just checked the prepping prices again today. This morning, Evo was hungry, so I fed him. Well, today it's raining here, so can't complain. Good morning, Chris. like I said, gotta prepare for the worst, you know. Sorry. I'm still in my gown this morning, you know. I checked my balance online. It wasn't good, which reminds me I need to go by the bank this morning's website. Something I need to check on, anyways. There's two things I want to do. Apparently, I got a bill to pay this morning at $7.50. So what I do is, with my phone in my possession, I can actually check my balance. So see, that's my security code alone. I want to make sure we have everything caught up. My sister was talking about. All right, so yeah. So I just got to find updates. There we go. All right, so it says that's paid. All right. Yeah, well, you can eat your lunch. We got 3 people and Chris is here, but I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna go play my game for a while. Yeah, it's a late start for me too. I was busy myself. I got lunch later once I find my pot and my bowl. I can make lunch later myself. Plan to order some more ramen when it comes in too. Make sure ramen. You know. So I gotta check my packages too. Apparently it should be out for delivery, but who knows? Oh yeah, that reminds me, I didn't check on that one thing I was looking for. So this. Okay, yeah, I did. Alright, cool. So Chloe took the liberty of using her Amazon gift card, some of it. This is supposedly out for delivery. Nope. So apparently my order is not even delivered, by the way. It doesn't say out for delivery. I bet you it'll be here tomorrow. They're always doing this to me, UPS. They're just like, oh yeah. This one, I'm tracking this package. This is supposed to be tomorrow. Nope. It's supposed to be out tomorrow, but it ain't coming tomorrow. And then now it's saying it's not even, it said it shipped. But if it did ship, it would say shipped, but it's not saying shipped. That's why you gotta keep looking. So Well, that's good for you. Everyone's trying to get something for free nowadays. Me? I don't use Walmart due to the fact that they have everything set to pickup only. So I use Amazon. Target's the same right now. It's pickup only. So making coffee too? Yeah, I got coffee too in the pot. Good morning, Poot Poot. Good morning, little guy. Look at him. He's so cute. He's a cute little guy. Got a long day ahead of me. So I had wings last night for dinner. That didn't taste good. I had the runs. Half the night I spent on the toilet. So I'm down to one bag of wings. Have a bigger dinner out tonight. My little buddy is over here. Hey, Boone, see you moving up and down, huh? How are you this morning, huh? You being a good little cuddle bunny, huh? Gotta get that cage clean. And then I got a rabbit, myself and a dog. My dog's with Chloe right now again. Another reason why I'm gaming on my farm is it gives me a chance to think properly about prepping. There we go. That's what I want. Look at this. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's look at this. I'm looking for something specific. Trying to add a couple things, you know. There you go. All right, cool. Is this available? Yes, it is. Cool. Let's see what this is exactly. Not my cup of tea. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Well, at least I can get that. All right. So just looked at that. Yeah. I'm going to be walking Moppy when Chloe leaves. I mean, she's got to call these places and find out how to get applications set up. You know, but the problem is I've set her up with most the ones that she can't get a hold of. You know. Uh, yeah. You know. So had my 6 cup of coffee. That's 6 in me, so I got half a pot left. You know, that's good, but gotta keep looking for prepping too for this year. We got a lot of prepping to get done. You know, more ramen, more, you know, etc. You know, there we go. So this I want to know about. So checking pricing this morning because everything's going up again. Yes, and it's 1 o'clock, so Eastern time. So I want to go. Okay, so currently it went up 200 points. So minus so. All right. So apparently everything went down in the stock market. So that's something I was looking at. So, you know, I'm hoping see if my thing that's out of stock, that's out of stock, and that's out of stock. Okay. Yeah, well, do what you wish, Chris. I wouldn't make any phone calls if I don't have to. I'm one of those people that I'm just like, yeah, whatever, you know. It's one of those days. I should check to see if my pot's available for lunch. You know me, I like a good pot too, you know. Yep, there you go. Easy to clean, easy to make. So my lunch will be ramen again. I don't mind a good ramen. I had chicken last night, but you know, I don't know if I'm gonna do corn dogs for dinner or not. You know, I got corn dogs, I got shrimp. Might save the shrimp for Father's Day, leaving corn dogs. Just have corn dogs tonight. You know, corn dogs aren't bad. You know, yeah, Chloe was like, "Oh, what am I gonna do when the corn dogs run out?" I don't know. Should have planned carefully. That's what I did. You know, she's got fish. She's got chicken. Oh, I got butterfly shrimp too. I could use. That might work. Freezer will be getting emptier. Tell Chloe not to go to the grocery store except for milk and butter from now on. Everything else, you know, we're gonna. I have sausages too. You know, I can make sausages for dinner too tonight too. I got those cheese sausages. How much more of a pinch can American? The thing is like we said time and time again. Me and Pee Wee has said, Zoe. Basically, no offense, but inflation's going to go through the roof. It's not going to go down. You're going to see prices go up, and you know they're going to raise the Federal Reserve's going to raise it again between half a point and 1 point when they can't contain inflation. And the reason they can't contain inflation is because the problem is Which, by the way, I should check on something real quick. I want to check something on Twitter. The welfare office. I'm just curious about next month. See if they have anything about it. So it's already here. This is good to know. Yeah, okay. Okay, so what's this? So, okay. I'm not going to ask. Not yet. So apparently they haven't updated it for July. So that's what I was looking for, just to see. So, okay. So, as of the 16th, they're not saying anything about July, which, I always keep up on it for people. Actually, you might be wrong. Dems might win both House and Senate. That's the problem. You can't just sit there and say they're going to lose when I already know the outcome. The good Lord's already told me the outcome. So the problem is how do you know the Dems are going to lose? I mean, look, there's a lot going on right now. Okay, there's a lot going on. Let's break that down. Why the inflation and everything else is going high. There's many reasons why the Dems, you can't just sit there and say they're going to lose because most women in suburbia, as I said earlier to Pee Wee, and she agreed with me, said if Roe versus Wade is overturned, they're going to overturn the Republicans by getting them out of office. They're going to go full bore and vote Democrat because their rights are more important than what the Republicans want. And if Roe versus Wade is overturned, that means, no offense, that means that the women are going to go vote in force. That's like what, 1/3 to 2/3 of our population's women. They're going to vote Democrat. Then you got 2 to 3 million, maybe even more, 4 million people that are transgendered under the umbrella. They're going to vote in force because they don't want their sex changes taken away. Then you got the lesbians and the gays that might make 10 or 15 million in this country. That leaves them going to the polls because they're afraid that same-sex marriages will be taken away because of Catholics on the bench in the SCOTUS, Supreme Court of the U.S. So look at it from that point of view. You got that. Then if they can't come to a reasonable thing that the Democrats want, and the Republicans want for gun control, then they're going to go to the other issue is for the suburbia, it's same-sex marriage, Roe versus Wade. They say, inflation's the problem, but they're not worried about inflation. They're more worried about Roe versus Wade. Transgender people worried about sex changes. Gay and lesbians are worried about same-sex marriages. It's all stacked up, so they'll go and vote the way they feel to keep these fuckers out of power, basically by saying that their opinions don't matter. We have to follow the Old Testament. Oh, yeah. And then gun control. If they can't pass gun control because they're afraid to send their kids to school, there could be another shooting. The next shooting could be in a post office or a shopping mall, for example. If that happened, then what? What's going to happen? People are going to, these people are smart. They're targeting places that people aren't armed with much. That's one of the big problems in this country is they're targeting places that lack security. Yeah, well, apparently we're not. I mean, right now the point is, Chris, and I keep saying this: is the reason is this: it doesn't matter what party is in power because they can't fix things. People say, "Oh, you're a one Republican; they're going to fix things." No, they won't. They're going to fucking screw it up so bad that you're going to be fucking seeing the entire country fracture. I mean, think of it. Let's break it down, okay? Zoe made a good point. Zoe made a completely good point. You know, yeah, exactly. And you made a point too, but think of it this way: the Republicans, they're sitting there having problems, right? They're not sitting there going, "Oh yeah, it's the Democrats' fault. It's the Democrats' fault." They're the blame too because look, China's holding us hostage. They are holding us hostage. Then they spend trillions of dollars on military hardware like aircraft carriers, submarines, destroyers, frigates, ballistic cruiser ships, and yet airplanes, everything else. But they can't supply truck chassis or build truck chassis. And now this list here on my desk, as I said earlier, it's like 200 pages of stuff that's out of stock. People can't get their cars under warranty. They can't get their computer parts. They can't get tablets. They can't get toilet paper. They can't get sanitizer. They can't. This is the list of everything that's basically, grocery stores are empty in some places. Other things is people are stealing distributor caps, cars, stripping cars for parts to keep their cars running. They're stripping cars. Everything's happening for a reason. And the Democrats and Republicans are like, oh, well, let the locals take care of your grand theft car problem. Yeah, they live in a gated community and they don't give two shits. Their cars can't be touched. Their planes can't be touched. Their yachts can't be touched. But the average citizens usually is the ones that's getting the brunt of it. I mean, literally, these people are pretty useless, When women get pissed, shit get ugly. I still pretend. No, they're gonna vote in droves. The problem is there's a third problem we have going down the list. Yeah, well, China is. They got 1.1 billion people in lockdown, and 100 million working. And they can't keep the supply and demand up because every one of the people in the world is sucking up resources. And that's all they're doing is resource sucking. So, to me, yeah, pretty much, and people don't see that. They just say, oh, well, China wouldn't do that. Really? If they can't move the supplies from the trucks, the warehouses. I mean, currently we have like 40 ships in LA Harbor backed up in congestion. It's taking 9.8 days to unload a cargo ship because that's how backlogged. We don't have enough trucks to move it out. And it's taking 74 days to go from China to here, and then it's taking another 96 days to get to the warehouse because there's supply issues. Meanwhile, our people aren't working either. That's the other problem. You got everyone sucking on the government getting free rent, free electricity, free garbage, sewer, water, cell phone, internet, food stamps, and they think they got it made while the entire country's fractured. And then the meeting yesterday? The Fed Chairman Powell said, "Oh well, if we get to 4.1 on the unemployment rate, that's good." That means they want to basically lay off 3 million more employees. 3 million. We're still at a record low, but we need to lower it more. And if companies start firing, thing is, companies already laid off. But the thing is, there's too many jobs out there. No one wants to work. because they're afraid of the coronavirus and monkeypox and everything else. Plus, they're living comfortably where they don't have to pay taxes and stuff, So everything is basically fractured and falling apart. Meanwhile, with their huge infusions of food stamps, since they're not getting stimulus checks now, and since they spent their stimulus checks on worthless junk, the cooling trend came down, and now everyone's panicking because we're going into a recession, and that's the truth. We are going into a recession, which he admitted yesterday that it's going to take years to get inflation under control. He's like, oh, well, it could take 2 years, it could take 4 years. He was literally saying, well, we're going to have inflation until the next president takes office, whoever he or she might be. I mean, I was listening to the entire questions and comments yesterday and answering on yesterday's video on my own opinion. I mean, literally, On top of that, our country is in debt to our ass on credit accounts. I mean, we have another $3 billion in open credit accounts from the last 3 months. How many years have we been making fun of made in China until they pull out because they can't produce? I'd say something, but I'm keeping my mouth shut about the electric scooter. Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's the real problem. The problem is this, okay? I have connections at Walmart. I have connections at Target. I have connections at grocery stores, okay? The problem with it is this. Picture you go in, right? Picture you go online, right? And you want to buy Walmart issued soup, right? And you're a Walmart Plus member, right? And you're like, okay, I'm going to buy 50 cases of their soup cheap, right? All of a sudden, it says pickup only. And you're limited to 4 cases. Pickup only because it's 50 cents a can for Walmart soup. They're turning around, Zoe, and telling you because it's cheaper than anything. Now, if you want freaking Campbell soup, we'll send you Campbell soup, but we're not going to send you Walmart brand soup because it's pickup only. And that's the same way with a lot of brands like Target. Their lower brands, their in-house store brands is pickup only. And most items that you want is pickup only because they're trying to control the government's trying to control things. They're trying to basically force the government to force you to go to stores and to buy things that way, And then when people do have access to these stores, they basically are out. I mean, as soon as food stamp comes, the 1st to the 10th, or as Higgins think, 1st to the 15th, they're out. They're completely and thoroughly out of stock, And then you go online to look for something, and it says, like, shipping is like, I got like 9 days right now for my shipping for my stuff, It's like 9 days just for mac and cheese so far, and it's going to be another week. Because the warehouses that have this stuff, they might ship it in 2 days, but most places don't have the food in stock. Like mac and cheese, they don't have it in stock, so they're waiting for the pallets to come in. Then they basically put in the mac and cheese area in their warehouse, and then they start filling the orders. So by the time they fill the orders, the pallet's empty, right? And then when the pallet's empty, they turn around and they're like, oh, we got to wait for another one. So then they order some more, and then Amazon says, well, we only got a quarter of what we ordered or half of what we ordered. They're not getting the full orders they're ordering. So people are waiting longer waits. Even though Amazon turned around and took your money from your food, the funds from your food card, you're sitting there hoping like hell that you can eat while you're waiting for your orders to come in. You see where I'm going with this? Well, yeah, that's what he said. He said literally to them. He said, to bring inflation down, it's not going to be overnight. It's going to be a year to 2 year process, possibly into the next presidency. And yet, the other problem we have about this whole presidency thing is this. You got the Republicans trying to angle themselves, right? And you got all these news agencies saying Trump's going to run again. Fortunately, we don't know if Trump's going to run again because He's got the grand jury investigating him for trying to overthrow the government in Georgia with the voter fraud crap. And if the Georgian grand jury decides to indict him and press charges on him, then he's going to be one guy going to jail probably. Not to mention if they keep doing the committee conferences of June 6th, like there's another one today, a public hearing that anyone can watch online, free. They could basically, I mean, the Attorney General of the United States says if there's enough evidence supporting that Donald Trump used the Oath Keepers, Proud Boys, and QAnon to basically try to overthrow the freaking government, then they're looking to indict him and charge him for criminal charges. So you got that, and if that happens, the Republicans that backed him, that supported him to overthrow the damn government, supposedly are going to be indicted too. So it's a big damn mess. So we're sitting here in the middle. I mean, literally, they're all panicked about it. So what are they doing? They're basically not even worried about the food stamps being expanded again. They're not worried about it. They're worried about keeping their seats, you know. You see where I'm going with this? And yes, we don't get any goods. Years of inflation, that's what I just said. Years of inflation. That's what he said yesterday. He said it could be years and it's not going to go down overnight. You get screwed. Yeah, no one wants to open their eyes. A lot of people, okay, this is the problem with all these things, Zoe, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat this for you. I can't. Okay, I got to tell complete, absolute truth here because that's how I am. The truth is, half the fucking country or more that's not prepping is blaming the preppers for stockpiling and making the supply and demand, the supply chain down and the demand high. The truth is they believe the fucking government will come in and basically take care of them if there is no food. Hence the prepping, yes. Honky, honky, honk, beep, toot, ding, ding, howdy. I gotta read that again. Honky, honky, honk, beep, toot, ding, ding, howdy. Fed is prepping us for bad news when they jack the price of goods. Yeah, I mean, literally. And as Pee Wee and I keep saying, it's not going to go down. They might give you a window where prices look like it's down and gas prices are down, but they're going to just jack them right up when you're not looking. And that's why I spend my nights basically prepping for this problem. I'm prepping you all for the worst. Literally. No, that's the problem. That's the thing. The preppers on the preppers channels know what's coming down the pipe. The people that don't care, the freaking freeloading bums on food stamps going, oh, well, you know, we're not having, you know. You see what these fucking freeloaders, son of a bitches, think, Zoe, is they think if the preppers are prepping, right, and they're prepping and they're stockpiling and they're making sure to ride this out, right, the long-term effect. The preppers are right. But they fucking people that don't prepping or don't plan to prep and think it's all bullshit. They're the ones that's hoping the government's going to beat down on everyone's door and be like, all right, Higgins, you're going to hand over your food or else this is the army talking. It's going to be like, I'm dead. I'm a dead zombie. It's 55 degrees where I'm at, Higgins. 55 and cloudy. It was raining. Honky, honky, howdy doobie. What's up, Higgins? Back in blue. 509 to 516 a gallon. I don't even know what the gas price is here. I don't even pay attention anymore. Woohoo, back in blue. I never changed her back in blue. I never changed anyone. No, the problem is no one cares. They think, see, the people that think the Fed's doing the right job are the ones that basically think everything's going to go down. The ones that basically live on the food stamps against the internet and everything. They think everything's going to be fine, so they don't need to prep. They don't need to prep. They don't need to cook. They don't, they just sit there and say, oh, well, the government's going to support us, which reminds me, this is what I was looking for last night. I don't think it was, but let me look. Yeah, I was looking for something last night. I couldn't find it, so I thought maybe, no, it wasn't that one. So I guess this isn't the one. Huh? I don't know. Sorry. So, yeah, I mean, if you look at the big picture, no one is paying fucking attention. I mean, it's glad you let us know, Higgins, what gas is, because it's basically we're literally losing, you know. Oh yeah, so you got your camera now. My Amazon order. Well, Higgins is a dude. He's a 57-year-old man. I should know. I talk to Higgins once a week on the damn phone. Yeah, well, why don't you look up what it is out here? I'd like to know. Or I might look it up because I don't know. Here they keep raising prices. Gas buddy. Okay, let's see. Gas buddy. Okay, let's look. I don't want a free card. I want to know how much. Find gas. Okay, let me find gas. Search states and province. All right. See y'all. Apparently they're just showing half of them. Come on, I want more. Here we go. All right. So we're near. I don't know, major areas. Nope. Nearest is Bellingham, I guess. There's Oak Harbor. Wait a minute. Can we actually find it? Search. Search by zip code. Okay. There we go. So it's $5.90 for gas. That's just for regular gas. Mid grade is not available, so we don't even have mid grade here. Premium is not available, is there? Nope. Okay, so it's $5.90 minimum. What about diesel? We have diesel here all the time. Diesel. So apparently the island's only got gasoline right now, if I'm reading this correctly. That's all they have. The unleaded 88. Let's see, they got the unlead 88. So ours is $5.90, so I'd be saying it's almost $7 for diesel here, give or take. I just look up the guy. You are all businessy. Yeah, well, I'm assuming diesel's almost $7 a gallon here, so that's pretty bad. I mean, if the gas is $5.90, which I keep asking Chloe to check on it, so I just checked the Shell station here. Cool dude, Wrench Higgins already has the wrench. He's been a moderator for over 2 years. I know because I talk to him from time to time. The problem with Higgins is if you tell him to execute 66, he won't do it. Wow. Most people, I know one of my, REM. Yeah, and I'm 44. I'm gonna be 44 in August. I should put together a wish list of stuff I want for Amazon. You guys can fill it for me as gifts. I keep making jokes to Higgins about that. The other day I was talking about Father's Day cards, about 6 of them, right? I said, "Oh, you're gonna send me one with a Amazon gift card?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "Come on, dude, no." Yeah, well, guess what? Every time you come in here, Chris, you're like, oh yeah, I bought this and bought that. I wouldn't have fucking bought an air conditioner. I would have fucking left the window open because fucking, frankly, food's more important than an air conditioner because your electric bill is going up 40%. And by the way, everyone, the word on the street is by Christmas time, your electric bill is going to probably go up. It's going to go up 40% for summer and then another 20 to 30 or even 50% in winter time. So they're going to just keep raising your electric bill. So better basically prepare. So no offense to anyone. I just had to say that. So. See, Chris is always doing it. Yeah, me and mom got an air conditioner. Yeah, and you know what? You guys are the ones that's not prepping. So you guys are the one going hungry when the shit hits the fan. I keep telling you guys that. See, you heard it from me, everyone. If shit hits the fan and people aren't prepped, well, it's not my loss because I've already told you guys what to do. Not to waste fucking money. That's the problem. People fucking think money grows on fucking trees. Money doesn't grow on trees. Yeah, exactly. You see, they're shutting down the power grid. Soon they're going to be doing rolling blackouts around the country because the grid can't handle it. That's the other thing. Power is going up. I mean, literally, Higgins, power is going up. I got notified that our power is going to go up again, too. Yeah, well, I don't get hot flashes, but still. My thing is avoid hot flashes. You take estrogen, short, small amounts of estrogen, but still a little bit of estrogen. But still, the point I'm making is I don't get hot flashes. I'm 44, so if I get to be 50, I'll be lucky. I have no clue how coal plants work, actually. I think they have to, I don't know how a coal plant works. We have a lot of dams here, so we have a lot of hydroelectric dams, Higgins. So, but still, my point is, I don't know how it works, but the electric companies, see, we have a heat wave coming, right? There's this heat wave throughout part of the southwest of America, and it's getting all the way to Texas. Even my father-in-law says it's piping hot, but my father-in-law won't use the air conditioner in his place because the electric bill is just too damn expensive. I mean, he just got raised 45% in Cleveland, and so if you look at the price of fuel and price of whether it be coal, power, nuclear, etc., they're going to keep raising the prices because the grids can't handle it. No one's shopping in Chicago, no cars. This shit is telling. It's all downhill after 50. My eyesight took a dive. Look. Good. Let's hope they target the United States then. I encourage it. Maybe we can get rid of some people then. Frankly, it might be good with the population being so damn stupid in this damn country. Time I turn around, I mean, look, even Zoe's right. No one listens. They all fucking think that everything's magical going to be handed to them. I mean, literally, the government basically is going to be doing some serious shit soon, and you guys need to prepare for it. That's what I'm doing. I'm working around the clock trying to get this set up for you guys for prepping. Spending hours upon hours in the wee mornings before passing out on my comfortable pillows, taking a snooze for 4 hours or 5 hours while having interesting dreams while I'm trying to get everything prepped and ready to go so I can survive and you guys can survive. And yet some people just think the government's just going to hand them everything on a silver platter. Yeah, well, maybe they need to put you on the diabetic med. I can't remember what the diabetic med's called. Dad would know. He always talks about it. But maybe I think the pre-diabetic med that they give you makes you eat more too. I just can't remember what it's called. You know. But I wouldn't worry too much, Higgins. They say I'm pre-diabetic too, but look how much sugar I use. I mean, literally, I'm way down there where, they do a test for me and it's like, oh, you're not diabetic. Yeah, well, I ate plenty of candy there in the last 2 years of the pandemic. Well, I hope Israel leaves it alone. Well, pretty simple. I don't want to see Israel doing anything with it, okay? I want freaking Iran to launch the damn thing. Like I said, maybe the U.S. is a target. It might be a nice thing. More better cheddars, yes. Thing is, there's too many damn stupid people in this country, and they think everything's going to be handed to them, Zoe. And they shouldn't prep because the government will beat down their neighbor's door to take all their prepping food so they can eat because they're not worried. So they don't mind wasting money on everything else under the fucking sun. That's what half the fucking people are thinking about. Have you ever picked that up on it? You see no one driving because of gas prices. Oh, we got to cut corners on gas. We got to cut corners on gas. And look at my neighbor, my repairman. He's taking a trip. He's going to he's driving to he's going to Montana, then to Wyoming, then to Nevada, then Arizona, then up to California coast 101 to go home. So he's doing a big circle. Meanwhile, he doesn't care if it costs him $4,000 in gas. He's got everything he needs. Yeah, well, I got to pack better cheddars too. I don't know if I want to have those for lunch or dinner tonight, or corn dogs. But still, what do you think, Zoe? You think these people are stupid as hell? That's what I was thinking. Hmm. I'll tell you another thing. I want to tell you guys something that's very important to me. Hopefully, you guys will listen. Because frankly, I'm getting to the point where I'm getting tired of explaining this. Good luck surviving in this economy. Everyone thinks they can survive, but they probably don't have enough food to survive. That's why everyone needs to cut out everything they're spending on junk and going straight for the throat and buying food, nothing but food. But when someone says, "Oh, I got a week, I bought another extra week," that extra week is going to feed you for a week. But what if the long term is you got to survive for 2 to 4 years? That's why you need to fucking prep now. Keep prepping and not buying junk, not buying anything. Because once the shit hits the fan, we're all screwed. Literally. Excuse me when I use the bathroom. I got something to say that's going to be very disturbing to some of you. Okay. Well, I gotta wait for the toilet to fill up. Apparently, it was running again at times. Now, let me tell you what's gonna happen. All right. And Zoe likes when I talk because Zoe knows I'm speaking my heart and the truth. Now, if some jackass doesn't want to listen and contradicts me, or every other jackass in this country wants to contradict me by thinking the government's just going to beat down their door and take their food, it could happen. We can go communist tomorrow morning. They can round up everyone's food, so you got to be prepared. Now, listen up. Chairman Powell yesterday, lied through his fucking teeth. Now, I'm very well versed because I listened to the whole fucking thing twice. You know what he said? He said, even though there's inflation, the economy is strong. People are traveling. People are driving their cars. People are buying their groceries with no problems. People are buying the things that they want, no problems. He's not, you do know the Feds, when they raise the fucking 75 or 3/4 percentile mark, that he's raising credit card debt. So you got to pay more on your credit cards. You got to pay more on your home loans. You got to pay more on everything. So businesses go to the store. Businesses go to Walmart. Walmart sells some stuff. The businesses ask to get their credit to buy the supplies. Then Walmart ships it to their warehouses, or the factories that make the products goes, and Walmart gets the credit, which they probably don't need, but they use it anyways. And then they go and get that stuff, put it in the warehouse. Then they ship it to the stores. The stores sit there and mark the prices. So, for example, when the feds lie, there's a fucking problem. So you need to fucking prep. And I'm telling you, you need at least 6 months food minimum. You need to look at the long term, because once that last can of food runs out, you're going hungry. You can't just walk out your front door and kill a deer or a boar because it's just sitting there. That's considered poaching. You might get bread and water in the damn prison after poaching that damn thing. But is it really worth you poaching? Our animal scarcity is, we might have deer, we might have elk, we might have caribou, might have moose, we might have bear, we might have trout and fish, all go extinct because this country isn't prepared for the ramifications that's fucking coming. You see? So I don't want anyone basically saying that they can survive. I'm already telling you, 6 months minimum. Federal Reserve said inflation's going up for the next 2 to 4 years until the next president comes in. And then it doesn't matter who it is. We're still going to have inflation. President doesn't control the pricing. The fucking Federal Reserve does. And he just basically raised it thinking that another 3 or 4 million jobs are going to be extinct because we have to lay off people to balance. That was his entire wording. Balance inflation. You can't balance inflation. Look what they did with their fucking stimulus checks. Exactly, Zoe. You're completely fucking right. People fucking wasted it. What did I do? Toilet paper, paper towels, food, dish soap, dish pellets, bunny food, ramen, more food, beans, rice, noodles, paper towels. Anything and everything. Every check went for supplies. The only thing Chloe wasted her one stimulus check on was her 5-year computer, since her computer is 5 years old. Everything else she used, she let me basically go and get everything on her stimulus check. She's like, here you go. And I ordered everything we needed to survive. Laundry soap, dish soap. Garbage bags. We went through and did a full reload on everything. Just bought up from the freezer 2 family packs of better cheddars. Yep. Dang, the city dropped off a porta potty closet across the street at the entrance to the park. Maybe I should go try it out. Okay, Higgins. No, the problem is it's the truth. I stockpiled and stockpiled. I could have went and bought me a fucking TV, or a laptop or a desktop. But no, I fucking prepped. That's all I did. And now look, the preppers that are prepping, they already took all the powdered milk. I'm still hunting for powdered milk. That's another thing I want to keep on having. Powdered milk. I don't want to go out of the fucking house if I don't have to. The only thing is, Chloe's already been ordered milk and butter, maybe some cheese too, when she goes to the store. Otherwise, we ain't buying anything. The Fed is full of it. And these people sit there and say, oh, well, the government's going to take care of me. So I'm going to be okay to waste my money on a new refrigerator and an air conditioner and a TV and blah, blah, blah. You do know air conditioners are getting harder and harder. When an air conditioner breaks, it's going to be harder to replace the fucking thing, or a TV, because there's nothing. China's, the supply and demand is down the toilet. Yeah, and Yellen is wrong, dead too. Yeah, exactly. They lowered her. Higgins has to. He's got property taxes he's got to pay for, That's the thing. He's got property taxes, Yeah, powder milk's useful because you don't have to go to the store. And if it fucking has problems, I mean, current powder milk is too expensive. You're paying like $300 for a 50-pound bag right now, $300. And that makes like 55 gallons of milk. So you got to figure the math out, at the price. Look, I have a box fan, okay? And the box fan running constantly is what's causing this, causing me to stay cool. I have a ceiling fan. If you guys didn't know, look at this. See that? There's my ceiling fan. If you guys can see it, ceiling fan. You see, I got a ceiling fan that blows that. So I got a box fan and a ceiling fan, and that's what keeps me going all the time. Yeah, well, trust me, you're right completely, Zoe, because look what happened. Chloe had a milk jug leak. It literally leaked in her bag. I'm surprised it started leaking when she put it in the cart, or leaked when she, um, you put it in her bag. There was something in her bag that punctured there, because I checked the entire thing and there was a little slit. And I filled up the entire gallon of milk after I transferred it. Then I moved the milk into rinsed out the milk jug, filled it up completely with water, and left it in the tub overnight. The next morning, 18 hours plus, the water was completely out of the milk jug. It just drained all the way into the drains. We knew there was a leak. You know, I have a shopping cart, but the problem is look. Let me put it to you this way, okay? Pee Wee was nice to me, okay, with the pillows and the sheets. I was gonna get him eventually, probably winter time, but I also was prepping for, you know, prepping in general. Yeah. So basically, let me put it this way: I was planning to buy things in winter time, right? Problem is, what happens in winter? I don't even know if I'm going to be alive in winter. But my problem is think of it this way, Zoe. You got the government, right? The government, excuse me for a second. The government, telling us, nothing's wrong, yet there is. Okay. Let me put it to you this way, okay? I want to share something with you. It's very important. Very important. Since Zoe's listening, right? And Higgins, and possibly Chris, unless Chris left because Chris is angry again. I mean, look, I've told Chris time and time again, you buy food, you don't waste money on stuff that you don't need. I mean, I already got the numbers. Does anyone want to hear my numbers again? Listen to this. I'm gonna fucking read this to you, and I want you all to pay attention. Grocery stores are getting empty. Prep for food. Fire departments are doing double and triple shifts because no volunteers want to do their civic duty. National gas shortage. Medication shortages. Shortages on medications across the country. Oh, well, Frozen food shortages. Any questions? Please leave it while I'm doing it. Pasta shortage. Yeah, pasta shortage. The pasta sauce shortage. Baby formula shortage. Toilet paper shortage. RV sales are completely down. Flying on a plane. Planes that are in the Arizona storage yards being stripped for parts so they'll never fly again because they're making sure all the current planes can work because China is in lockdown. You want me to continue? Low sales nationwide on everything. Low sales. People can't buy anything. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell says, oh, we're having great sales. Really? Bullshit. PC parts, 485 days minimum to get parts. Law enforcement is overwhelmed. Half of them are being told to stay home unless it's a serious crime or stay in the office. Don't waste gas. Police departments. Police fucking departments. You want me to continue? Yacht builders. They can build anything that you want. Yacht builders and custom house makers, they can get anything they want. But you or I, we can't get most of the shit we need. Blood labs. Short on all supplies, including the stuff that makes your blood coagulate so they can put it in the little glasses, the little glass slides. Can't get them. Truck part sales. There's no sales on new semi trucks because there's no chassis, and they're stripping parts of semi trucks that are broken to keep the actual running semi trucks to deliver what's available to the warehouses. Think of it. Semi trucks. You want me to continue? Lumber shortages. We have a fucking lumber shortage because they're trying to build as many houses as possible. Hardware shortage. That includes nails, tools, etc. Husky used to be made in America, but now it's China, so you can't get a Husky tool set. It's very rare. Craftsman, same thing. Tools was made in the USA, now in China. Harbor Freight, made in China. Windows. There's a window shortage. Can't get customized windows. Can't get freaking solar panels. Paint. There's a 22% fuel surcharge on a gallon of fucking paint. Someone just sent me a message the other day. They bought 4 gallons of paint, cost them fucking $400 for the fucking paint out the door. Think about it. And there's nothing wrong. Quickcrete. They keep raising it 7% every 2 to 4 weeks. Quickcrete, that's the quick concrete mix with lime. A lie. Car makers, they're running 8-hour shifts 5 days a week. Think of it, 8-hour days because they can't get computer chips from China. Margarine's up $2 a tub minimum. Sheriffs laying off peeps and telling them, the county sheriffs, to turn around and stay in unless it's a severe emergency. Why waste gas? Use the phone for your business. Construction projects for any major construction like skyscrapers, stadiums, on hold. They have a new factory warehouse that's on hold for Amazon warehouses, for fulfillment centers. I just heard that in Iowa, they just turned around and put a $562 billion meat processing plant on hold that would have funded 3,000 new jobs because the materials went up in price. Now it's like $300 million more, so it's on hold. Think about it. Meat processing plant. Shall I continue? Deliveries all over the country are slow. When someone says, oh, yeah, I just got to Walmart, my food delivered, they're delayed. It's because they're fucking backlogged or their delivery slows. UPS, FedEx slow. Right here, FedEx stealing packages because people are suffering. UPS, 99% of them are getting to the destination. FedEx, it's got a 70% steal rate right now. Think about it. People cutting back on spending. Federal Reserve says everyone's spending. People are cutting back on restaurants. Federal Reserve says restaurants are doing good. People are cutting back on travel. Bullshit. Business people are using coach because they're filling them up. Business and, the business users and the first classers, they're not traveling first. They're all filled up coach. And people are tired of the pandemic, so they're flying anyways. People are cutting back camping. They used to camp. You can go to any RV park or national park right now and find a campsite. 16-ounce propane cans. Those like little cans like this for your stoves. $10 minimum. Coleman fuel's almost up to $20 a can. It used to be $2 per Coleman fuel. The white gas. I just told you about the Walmart new fulfillment centers getting operational. They can't run the robots. There's not enough control chips. Shall I continue? Here's one. Ambulances are taking between 20 minutes and multiple hours to get to someone. So you better take an emergency kit course and make sure you take care of your family in case you need emergency treatment. because they're taking ambulance parts that are broken and they're trying to get new parts and they can't. So they're basically taking old ambulance and taking everything off of them and stripping them down to keep current ambulance runnings because they can't get new ambulances because the new ambulance companies can't get chips and they can't build them because there's a shortage of workers. Think of it, your own ambulance. Same goes with fire trucks. Stripping parts from one fire trucks to keep the other ones running. Is that a country we want to live in? No one's talking about this because it's only amongst the preppers. Critical meds for ambulances, nitro and etc. IVs. Only use an IV if possible. IV shortages are at 95% low. We don't have a stockpile of IVs, intravenous, Home markets are going to crash. Pee Wee just lost like $100,000 off her house value went down like $100,000. But guess what? They keep raising the fucking taxes in the county for her. Wood stoves. Let's just say wood stoves pellet stoves, and gas fireplaces and furnaces are taking 12 to 18 months. Think about it. Takes that long? You're fucking screwed, man. You're going to be fucking freezing in the wintertime. Think about it. Like I said, police departments are cutting fuel. Heavy equipment can't even get parts. They're stripping their old tractors and farm equipment to keep their current ones running because there is no way to get parts. Not with Kubota, John Deere, Massey Ferguson, or Caterpillar, to name a few. Kia keeps raising their prices weekly now for the furniture store. There's a battery shortage. Did you know we have a battery shortage in this country? Yeah. AAAs, AA's, C's, D's, 9 volts, they're all short supplies. No one can get a hold of pacemaker batteries or hearing aid batteries. Think about it. There's a fucking battery shortage. So stock up. There's a nut shortage. Everywhere you go, nuts are being sucked up because it's a form of protein. Packing plants. The meat packing plants are laying off or shutting packing plants down because no one's buying meat. Walmart just priced another 8,000 items between 20 and 30% this week. And last time it was 10 to 20%. Think about that. Special meat cut shortages. People want special meats. Prime rib, pork and beef roasts, London broil. They can't get them. People are basically, when they want to make jerky, they can't make jerky. Think of that. Canned chicken. 50 cents to $2 more for canned chicken, whether it be a 1-pack or 4-pack. Same with tuna. Crime's getting worse. Think about that. Crime's getting worse. There's a fucking tampon shortage. Apartments. Places that have laws where they can raise the rates whatever they want, they can. Texas, for example, is raising the rates to a point where people are leaving because the owner wants to live off the rent. So when your rent started at $500, now he's asking 2 years later, raising it monthly, $100 here, $200 there. Now places are charging $3,000 for a place to rent, and they can do that in Texas. Think about it. Produce is up 33% for fresh fruits and vegetables. Can't repair cars on warranty. Their parking lots full on the repair part because they can't get any new parts. Ham products are going for $20 a pound. Someone went into Honey Bank and walked out because they wanted $20 a pound with $20 minimum. There's a fucking nurse shortage. Every hospital in the country's got a nurse shortage. Water bills increased by 31%. People sit there and say, oh, we're in a heat wave. We got to have an air conditioner. Current electric companies went at 40% nationwide. It's going to go up higher. The more the electricity the nation uses, the more they're going to raise it. And we're going to all suffer because some people are inconsiderable. Trash going up $12 per quarter. Debit EBT card readers are broken down throughout the nations. Now, some of them are being double or triple charged. 60% increase in farm feed. Why do you think no one wants to buy fucking meats? Farmers got to pass on that meat price to you. Another one that's not going to make our lovely Zoe happy, will make her not happy. Coffee, 50% increase. Honey, 50% increase. Factories around the country cutting hours, even though they can't make it because no one's making enough products. And when they do have enough, they can't keep their quotes because everyone's buying everything to eat. Gas stations around the country cutting hours. There's a tape shortage, yes. Duct tape, masking tape, electric tape, there's a shortage. Why? Because no one's making it. Medical dyes for your heart, dyes for your stomach. The Kool-Aid drinking dyes. Again, I said firefighter shortage. There's oil filter shortages. And there's pure oil shortages for your lubricating your cars, motorhomes, and bikes. Factories are closing their doors left and right because there's a worker shortage. Because they're all at home living off the fucking government's teat. There's a glass shortage for pure glass. There's a 70% increase on rubber and plastic, so your shoes are going up. Doubled or more in price for a nylon product. Pantyhose, nylon rope, nylon cord, nylon this, anything with nylon, at least double. Shall I continue? Aluminum shortage. I bet you didn't know that. No one's recycling their fucking cans, so we got aluminum shortage. There's a bike shortage for aluminum and steel and stainless steel bikes. A shortage. A steel shortage. Car oil shortage. I already answered that one. Home decor stores to customize your home and redecorate it. 70% down. They're going bankrupt. Canned soup. 50-cent increase on canned soup right now. It's going to go up to 50% more. Wild caught fish. 15% increase. There's a printer shortage, a printer cart shortages, camera shortages. Heating oil is $7 right now. That's the pre-winter sale. Think of it. They say it might be $15 to $20 a gallon in winter time for heating oil. Bunker oil. Currently, it's like $20 a gallon or like $3,000 per ton for bunker oil. Now you're wondering what's bunker oil. Bunker oil is what powers your cargo ships to bring you the stuff. Antibiotics. Did you know there's an antibiotic shortage in the world? Employee shortage. There are lazy workers staying home and living off the government teat. There's an ammo shortage, gun shortage. They can't make guns, so ammo and guns probably backlogged till 2024 to 2026 for firearms alone. Dog food increased 70%. Thefts are up of people's property in boxes. Canned beef, $11 a can. Yeah, there's this company that sells canned beef at Walmart. $11 a can, people. Bottled water, 25% increase. Canned tuna, 25% increase. Fruit crops up 75%. Some of the crops had early freeze, so their crops were damaged. So they had to raise it on you, like apples and other items. Acetylene, $10 a gallon for acetylene for welding. Water meter. Did you know a water meter costs minimum $3,500 to put one in your house? And that they can't get enough of them? Also, the electric companies that keep the transformers, the specialized transformers that they have to replace when the power goes out. Country's down to like 2,000 transformers nationwide. We have more than 2,000 transformers in every state, so think about it. Goes bye-bye, what happens? Think about it. Shall I continue? Because we're almost done. Walmart, Safeway, Costco, and Sam's Club. They can't keep the gas in. They're only getting half their gas shipments, so they're sold out pretty much. Dental supplies, Novocaine, Polcaine, Lidocaine, filling materials, dentures, sold out. Or they're only limiting it to real people that need the stuff. So if you go in there and you need a tooth pulled, they might be pulling it without freaking anything just to get it out. So it'll be like old-fashioned day when Doc Holliday was pulling a tooth with the pliers, telling you to have a few shots of whiskey as they pull it. Pill bottles. Did you know we have a pill bottle shortages? Yeah, pill bottle shortages worldwide because we don't have enough plastics to make them. And finally, medical device storage shortages. Walkers, canes, lift chairs, power scooters, oxygen tanks, PAPS machines, breathing machines, nebulizers, shortages. Think about it. I'm going to use the bathroom. I want to get your guys' full 100% opinion. You've heard it from me. And now, before I go to the bathroom for 1 minute, I want to tell you, did I fucking sugarcoat anything? And then people sit there and say, oh yeah, I'm going to waste money because the government's going to take care of me. Yeah, I need this. You don't see Higgins wasting money. You don't see Zoe wasting money. You don't see me wasting money. I see many fucking Hilljacks wasting money. And then we're going into a pandemic of massive proportions. I mean, think of that list, okay? If they're raising the electric bill 40% for summertime, how much more are they going to raise it? And when you can't afford your electric bill, they're going to fucking turn you off because everyone thinks, oh, well, I'm on this electric program. I could just go to the government and say I can't pay it, and they'll just rubber stamp me because I had to buy a new item for me because that's what. Let me tell you how the fucking common sense works around this fucking country. Okay, I want to tell you how it is. Okay, there's people out there in the fucking world, right? Fucking world. Okay, freeloaders. They go ahead and they buy what they want because they think they're gonna get fucking bailed out every fucking time. Neighbor. I have a friend who's Jehovah's Witness. Her account was hacked. No money. I've been helping her out from time to time. But you know what? They won't help her. Agencies won't. She never asked for help. But when she needs help, they say, oh, well, you may have one kid and you may do this, you may do that, but still, you must not be hurting. And yet, they treat her like garbage. And yet, someone with 3 kids, they go in and cry their bill's $2,000 for the electric bill, checks written. Freeloaders, mooches. And yet I keep telling people to fucking prep. Electric bill's going to go through the roof. Heating oil's going to go through the roof. Propane's going to go through it. Pee-wee already said it herself. It's going to cost her almost $2,000 probably by wintertime to fill her fucking propane. As she said, her fucking propane to keep her house heated for the freaking wintertime. I don't know if she uses just heat or if it's her stove is also propane, but you get the point. Pee-wee is going to suffer too. And yet people sit there and think, freebies. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, I have my name out there in case someone wants to get married, but I don't get called for weddings. Yeah. Yep, exactly, Higgins. Let me put it to you this way. I saw a fucking report today, something I want to talk about also. So the United States is basically trying to go after 9 shipping countries that ship from China or Asia to here, right? They think that the US government can basically put the pressure on them to charge less for shipping over here. You know what I said? I said, quote unquote, to the fucking shipping companies, right? I was on the toilet reading this. I actually saved it too. You want me to show you it? I think it's, let me see where it is because I want to share this with you. This was fucking scary today. I actually saved it for you. One of the articles. Well, hold on. What's this? A doctor spreading debunked claims. Hold on. What Senate? Hold on. These are some breaking news. Let's look here for a second. I want to see what this is. Senate passes. Uh-oh. If the Senate passed, that means the House one. So basically, it goes to the House where Pelosi said he'll vote it. It's basically something about burn pits. Okay, whatever. Let me see. 2 advisors on Pence. Hold on, I want to see this. 2 advisors of Pence are appearing as witnesses. Okay, yeah, see, that's the thing. And now they're saying that Donald Trump ordered him to stand. You know what? They're going to do something to Donald. Trust me. I think they're going to basically hang him out to dry. Doctor known for spreading COVID misinformation sentenced to prison for 60 days. Yeah, for remaining in the U.S. Capitol during January 6th. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That ain't news. Let's see, where is that article? Yeah, so the government turns around and was um, talking about prices, right? And they're talking about shipping prices. Like, the government saying, well, you need to lower your prices, right? For shipping stuff from China, right? So I'm sitting here reading this right on the toilet, and I got a couple other things to share with you that might be of an interest to you all, doing about the economics of stockpiling. Turns out, right? So the government turns around and is trying to push for this, right? Like they're trying to push to keep sex changes on the books or whatever, right? Biden wants to do this or that. And he's like, oh, yeah, we got to protect him. Well, Americans might go to the polls just to get rid of him, too, because they don't want to pay for sex changes. They think it's wrong. And in this pandemic, transgender people that are on hormones stockpile it because hormones are going to go up in price. Right now, hormones are very hard to get a hold of, pills or injections. So let me tell you what's going on, okay? So Biden turns around and says, we need to get these companies and contractors to lower the prices because of inflation, right? They got to pay millions of dollars to fucking ship stuff to us. Millions. You do know if there's a delay, they got to go through the Suez Canal. That's $1 million one way to move shit up to Europe. Or if they got to go through the Panama Canal, that's $1 million too, right? $1 million one way. So say you do round trip, that's $2 million, right? They want to shaft these people, not including the wages of these workers on these boats or these cargo ships working 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks at a time with maybe a 2-day shore leave in a port, right? So picture this. He wants to cut their fucking wages. He wants to cut their fucking contracts costs. And yet he turns around and says, we need this. Yeah, our backed up ports can't move fast enough because he can't get workers for them. The old man's losing it. And then on top of that, the son of a bitch turns around and doesn't realize that bunker fuel is about $20 to $30 a gallon or about $3,000 per metric ton. And as you know, fuel is very expensive. And that's the bunker oil is used to run those engines. And they don't get good gas mileage. So they got to go from one port to another port to another port to another port to another port as they unload stuff and refuel on the way and empty their shitters because they can't empty them in the sea anymore. So guess what? He wants to do this, you see. And then all of a sudden, right, here's another kicker news article for today that's fucking disgusting. What's his name says it's a great time to be an American. It's a great time. The economy is doing well. People are spending like crazy. Yet in another sentence, he says we got to watch what they're going to do. If they cut corners, then we have to make some drastic changes to our policies. And yet, soon as he releases, sales are great, right? Right? You guys are like, what's going on now? Then July 12th and 13th, 2 days only. 2 days only. Amazon's having their Amazon sale yet again. Their Amazon Prime Day sale. Amazon thinks, oh, we're doing great. We'll just suck up everything. You know, I'd like to tell you guys a story about Amazon Prime sales, right? You guys are like, oh, yeah, okay, whatever. Does anyone ever fucking realize with me, I look at this and I go, oh. I just love this. Customers who viewed this and you viewed this, right? You know, deals on frequently repurchased products. Keep an eye on it for Prime Day. Wow. If they have food on Prime Day, maybe I'll do something. But if there's no food, I mean, literally, right? So they a day afterwards is when they release this Prime Day thing. Get a TV for, you know, people are like, oh, yeah, I'll save money on Amazon Prime Day for my Christmas shopping in July. This is how Amazon is fucking going to basically make their money back. They think they can screw over the people. But if inflation's this high by the time Prime Day comes, which is more likely will, then they're not going to basically give in. I mean, think about it. How many people are going to use Prime Day? No, I never knew it. Zoe, that's the thing. The problem with Zoe, honey, is I didn't expect this. That's the fucking truth. That list is getting bigger and bigger every fucking day, basically, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. If you go to certain places, right, online, and you read some of you listen to some of the comments where people are sitting there saying, I live in Canada. We have an ambulance shortage, pill shortage, food shortage, this shortage. Gas is $8 $8 a gallon in U.S. after converting from Canada to U.S. Then you come down here and you read things like, oh yes, you know, businesses are failing, private companies. There's people out there they run like their own moving companies, you know, moving houses and stuff. They're basically paying $50,000 to $75,000 or more in fuel in a month because price is too high. They're not even making margins. Taxis are now raising their prices, even though they got state approval to keep raising it during the pandemic because fuel prices. I mean, you see why people ain't traveling. Then they say, "Oh, yeah, airlines are great. Everyone's traveling." Yeah, if you're a fucking person who wants to get out and you don't care if the fucking plane might have like 20 coronavirus people with coronavirus, feel free to. But you see where I'm going with this? Thing is, they claim, oh, yeah, travel's great, everything's great. Yeah. You know what's great? I'll tell you what's great. All right. Now, I don't pick on Chris. I don't sit there and say, oh, yeah, you know, I've given my opinion. But the Treasury pal is basically basing purchases like Chris makes, air conditioner. That's what he claims is a great, great thing, that sales are great. For the average person like you or I, Zoe, we're basically watching our P's and Q's. But we also know from the fact list that prices are going up on everything, including electricity, water. The manager said the garbage went up to $25 per quarter for trash here at this place. Recycling went up $35. So even though you're recycling. It's not part of the trash thingy, you know. And then there's all these shortages. People are stripping parts. Oh, I forgot to mention in that report, sweetheart, just to get for a second. People are stealing fucking cars and stripping them. People are stealing catalytic converters, alternators, anything that's not nailed down, fan belts, anything that's not nailed down. Some people are parking their cars, going to dinner, and coming back, finding their car jacked up on concrete blocks with everything stripped that they could in the engine and the wheels. Just breaks everything. People are stealing because they know parts are getting harder and harder. People are shutting down apparently cameras in old junkyards, and the junkyards are being stripped completely. Thinking about it, this is basically looting right now off the citizens. Yeah, see? You've answered all those. I mean, look, you got looting right now. People are looting things. People are looting things. Gun sales are through the roof. People are buying used guns right now because they can't buy new guns. See where I'm going with this? Sorry to say it, but people need to stockpile food. That's a priority. A lot of people don't believe this. They believe the fucking Republican Party is going to save them in the midterm, so they don't give two shits about stockpiling. I mean, that's the truth. They believe the Republican Party is going to fix things. I got reports in my own family, state of Texas, of shortages left and right. And yet, no one cares. I care. Even though they are not talking to me right now. And they all want to blame Biden for it, Zoe. I want to blame Biden for all this shit. He's not at fault. You know that. This was perfectly planned, by the way. They had this planned. They had this perfectly planned. They want to cripple the country and do a great reset, is what I think's happening. You know, I gotta check on Chloe. Did she go back to bed? I'm just curious. What? What do you want to eat? I got ramen. I'll have lunch when I'm ready. I'm busy right now. Look what I got, everyone. Look. Huh?
You getting a banana?
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, see the cute little dog.
Yeah, well, when you leave, I'll leave too for lunch, Zoe. I might be back tomorrow, you know. Like you said, Zoe, I didn't expect it, you know. I'll leave too, 15, so it'll be like 2.5 hours today. Yep, Moppy's happy. Yeah, he was happy this morning, weren't you, little doggy? Anyways. And by the way, if there's car shortages, RV sales are nil. No one wants to pay the gas prices after they bought them to travel around in the pandemic. People are realizing, by the way, I have a couple of theories to share with you since I'm leaving and Zoe's leaving too. I'm going to eat lunch and then I'm going to go play a game for the rest of the day. Clear my mind. Goes like this. Goes like this. They did this on purpose. Biden said he was going to transition us, even if he had to pay higher prices and everything, to electric cars and electric this, and save greenhouse gas. He doesn't care if your electric goes up 60 or 80% if you can't afford it. He wants to make it so that's one of his downfalls. Thing is, we're in a pandemic. We shouldn't be basically paying high prices, but they're going to raise it till, and they're going to raise your grocery bills too. That's the thing. They're going to make it so that eventually, this is what's going to happen. Eventually, the grocery stores are not going to be anymore. I think grocery stores are going to go bankrupt. No, Hopper's right there. Yeah. So basically, I got a feeling they're trying to bankrupt the stores and do all online only because they're trying to contain us inside the house, which is possible due to the fact that anything that's cheaper than $1, they're making pick up at the store. They're not going to ship it. Look at the dollar store, Dollar General, or not Dollar General, Dollar Store, and uh, that other place, Dollar Tree. They raise everything to $1.25, and you got to buy everything in the bulk. So, say you want to buy oatmeal, you want to buy a 2-pound thing of oatmeal for $1.25. They're making you buy 24 things of oatmeal. Or 48 oatmeals. I've seen stuff like that reading. So, the thing is, you got to ask yourself, are you willing to go through Dollar General and have them, or Dollar Tree and have them ship everything to you at exuberant amounts of money? You know? Oh, okay. So, apparently at 8 p.m., they finally updated my info. My dinner tonight's coming in later tonight. This is great. So, it's out for delivery. So it's out for delivery. Good. Let me check my other order then. I got 2 other orders due in that's got food. Maca and cheesa. So my mac and cheese. Nope, doesn't. It says it's supposed to be here tomorrow, yet it ain't even delivered. They didn't even fucking ship it. It'll be another 3 days. Previously expected June 20th. It'll be delivered June 20th because they didn't. It doesn't say shipped. You see. And the other one says it's due Monday, and it isn't even shipped. And tomorrow's Friday, so 2 of my items ain't coming in today. So I guess it is what it is. So think of it that way. I'll be trying some new food out tonight to see if I'll stock some more of it. Oh, we already know this, but they don't care. Well, you do know that the average Congress and senator starts out at 275,000. Speaker of the House gets like 325,000, and it's like 350,000 a year for the vice president, and the president gets like 500,000 or 600,000 currently. Mm, mm. As you know, we got like 2 loads to do today, too. 2 or 3 loads. Chloe still got to take trash out. Keep reminding her. Yeah, that's one reason why she wants to live on her own. She doesn't want to deal with the nagging, But I told Chloe we need to go eventually to pick up a couple of items at the store. So she might do that today. But still, it's it is what it is, Yeah, it's by the time, Yeah, well, dishwasher pellets went up too in price too. Excuse me for 1 second. Gotta use the toilet real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna make some noodles soon at lunch. What are you making?
I'm not sure. Maybe that throw some popcorn chicken.
Oh, okay. Heat it up. Put popcorn chicken.
Just still have some left.
Okay.
And then that's it.
For dinner, I can either do ramen, mac and cheese if it gets delivered, or better cheddar.
I'm gonna do some fish tonight.
Yes. Well, I can make you guys clothes.
Hey, I can go pick up bread. I'm gonna take a shower and go pick up bread. And some Irish makings, but I gotta also budget too. I'll be able to
Yeah.
I don't look at my bank account before I spoke.
Oh, no. We got a computer error.
I mean, it's like they're robbing you. We pay our bill and they charge it 4 times, and the next month we still owe.
Yeah, I know. And you know what's really bad? Fucking bitch Kate next door complains that she can't pay her $2,000 bill to write a check. The Family Resource Center writes a check, and then she accumulates it to $1,500. And they with us, you miss the last payment of your electric bill, they threaten to turn you off. But with bitch face, oh, they're gonna turn me off. Here's a check for $1,500.
They get the assistance we don't.
Yeah, so that's because she spreads her legs and says, "Oh, I got a cooter, I got a cooter." So do I, but you don't see me using it.
Just like, whatever, baby.
Oh yes, I just want to say something.
If I was a resource scout, I'd be like, well, you shouldn't spread your legs. You should have had your boyfriend wear a condom, and you should have taken birth control. Like,
I do have something to say to you, Zoe. I might do a night edition. If I do, hopefully I'll see you because I do want to see a report from Target from your area for pricing. Look, just put it this way, okay? When you go to Target, here's a tip for you, okay? A mental test, okay? Here's a mental test. When you go to Target, focus on taking a notebook and pen with you and writing down prices of stuff that you use every day. Price it out. Bring it back here and post it on the comments later. I'll do a night edition. We'll see what the prices are out there. Wherever you go to a grocery store to do something, price them out. Take your notebook with you. Keep us up on the grounds. We need boots on the grounds everywhere. I mean, I keep telling Chris to let us know, and Higgins, he basically can't, half time he can't remember me. So do that. Just basically focus on a task of getting prices. Don't buy anything. If you see a deal on food, maybe stock up on a few things, but basically remember, sheets or food. Remember, when you go there and you're like, oh, sheets, you can be like, oh, I need more stockpile. Remember, we need 6 months minimum of food if we're going to survive this fucking pandemic when shit hits fan. Which, by the way, I want to check something too real quick for you all. Like I said, I'm going to make some noodles for lunch again. So currently, it hasn't stopped, so it went down again. So stock market went down again, so we're at 29,868. There you go. Thanks to, Yes, we know it's $10 for beef. It's actually like $44 last time it checked. I know this, and they're sold out. Everyone's buying the hamburger. It used to be $19, but now it went up $20. You go do the math. I mean, that's something I can agree on. I mean, look, 3 people that go to Costco, Chris, turned around and told me that 10 pounds of chicken wings are approximately $44 for a 10-pound bag. Pickup only. Here's something. Let's just talk about this for a minute. 3 pounds of 12-count frozen beef burgers, $13. 8 pounds, 32-count of frozen beef burgers, Walmart brand, $27. I'm rounding it off, by the way. 1 pound of chub of hamburger, $4.34. 3 pounds, $11.82. Ground beef chuck steak, $4.64. $5.62. Here you go, $31 currently for 10-pound roll, $31. Now, if you want leaner meat, it's going to cost you more. So it's $31 right now, nationwide average price. I'll go check that Costco thing of the chicken wings again. Last time it was 44, so all I have to do is put wings in. There you go. $43. There you go. See, $43. 4 pounds of takeout crispy wings or classic buffalo Foster Farms, $24 for 4 pounds. You do the math. $100 for a motion sensor garbage can. Wow. And even if you buy yogurt, it's they're gonna raise the price on it. All dairy products went up 15% minimum, and by fall they say dairy products might be up 30 more percent. So Gail might be right on milk, but the thing is, you got to look at it. Thing is, you got to look at the things. They're going to raise the prices. Here's the problem there's 2 problems with stockpiling, everyone. Tip 1 is you buy up everything that you think you eat, they're going to raise the fucking price on you. Next time you go in there, it might be 15% more because they can't keep it in stock because people are sucking it up. Think of it that way. Think of it that way. Yeah, exactly. I've been falling down too. That's why I keep saying people don't realize the other fucking problem. People just say, oh, well, I'm just going to buy what I need, and if fucking. Thing is Dow's going to go down worse for the next few months. They say it might go way down. They're predicting a stock market crash. They're predicting a housing crash. I mean, look, let's go. Let's break down why the stock market's going down. Okay, this Federal Reserve is now basically making it so companies that need to produce stuff is worker shortages. So they're producing what they can. Meanwhile, because they're not meeting quotas of these factories, the people that have the money in the stocks are going down because they can't produce enough products. So without products being up, things go down. So around 1 o'clock, 1 hour and 12 minutes, we'll know what the final tally is for the stock market rally. And you know what that means? Even people that have invested in cryptocurrency, it's going down. And it's literally going down. Think about it. It just the stock market just doesn't affect the stockholders. It affects everyone worldwide. Let me tell you a story so people can understand. There's more to worrying than just, oh, well, your electric bill going up. More electric's being used right now because of the heat wave. The grids are overused, so they're going to raise their rates. When you get your bill, it's going to go through the roof. Now, let me tell you a story about the stock market. Yes, I know. I've been following the Dow Jones myself today, Higgins. I've been following it every day, and I want to tell you a story. Now it's down 909 points, and it's got 1 hour and 11 minutes to go. Hey, Chloe, come here. Look at this. Hold on. Dow Jones. Yeah.
That's serious stuff.
Serious stuff. So let me just tell you a story about the stock market, okay? Why is the stock market failing? I'll tell you why. It's because not enough commodities being produced. Stockholders are losing their credibility, and the Federal Reserve just raised their things by 0.75% point. So everything is going to cost more to make because these people can't keep it in. Now, if the stock market keeps dropping, mind you, you got some serious shit that's going to hit the fan. Because not only is the stock market going to hold, you're going to see a lot of stockholders killing themselves. A lot of Wall Street bankers killing themselves. Why? Because they failed. They failed for many reasons. While they were getting rich, we were getting poorer. Another reason? Here's another reason. In the 1929 stock market crash, I followed up on all of the reading in every company that went almost bankrupt. Ford had to shut their plant down for several years and cut wages and hours. No one was buying cars. No one's financing cars. Chevy, General Motors, Packard, all those car companies had to shut their things down, cut wages to the point where they were giving pink slips to everyone. Oh, if that isn't scary enough, how about this? Food shortages, food rationing, because the factories and the plants couldn't make enough food because no one could afford to buy it. Think about it. Lionel Trains went into receivership. Same with Ivers and other companies went into Radio Flyer and all those other places went into receivership. They got out of it though. Some companies survived better. 10 years, the Great Depression happened because of it. If that happens again, it might be 40 or 50-year Great Depression. You're going to see people eating dirt sandwiches to survive. Pure dirt. People won't be getting their computer service. People won't be getting their phone service. People won't be getting their medical. They'll only take people that have money. Doctors will only take people with money. Their pharmacies won't be making product. Nothing's going to happen if it happens. So think about that. I want that to be burned into your guys' skulls. The only thing surviving the pharmaceutical companies are focusing mostly on corona and monkeypox vaccines over everything else and cutting their corners to only giving, making a very little adequate supply of other meds. That's why meds are short. And yet, no one cares. No one cares. I mean, you got 1 hour and 7 minutes of Dow Jones actually, um, you know, stops. Let's see where it ends. Gotta be frugal. Frugal as frugal can be right now. Anything you think you need, you can win it. Let me put it to you this way. I'm gonna tell you a story. Higgins is an awesome brother. Just like me, an awesome sister. Last year, in June to August, we had a couple of heat waves. Chloe and I were sleeping days and staying up at nights because the heat wave was over 100 degrees here on this island.
Oh my goodness, it felt like Phoenix.
Problem is people with heat waves, if there's people out there that are so fucking panty waste out there that are running out in this heat wave and making sure air conditioners are non-existent. But when they fail, people are going to really bitch because there's no parts for them. We live on an island, so basically a box fan will do most of the job. But if we do get a heat wave, we have to endure it worse than most people because, well, you can't get box fans and air conditioners. They're sold out. One of my advocates ended up buying 6 box fans for her house and 4 for her office. So she filled her car up with box fans. Now, stores like us on an island, their box fans are being diverted to other stores in the south to cover the heat. You can actually fry them up. Have you ever read that book, I'll Eat Fried Worms or something? I was growing up in school, they had a thing about that. And yes, coffee is cold because, well, the coffee is empty. I can't remember that book name, but How to Eat Fried Worms. Yes, it's a book. It's called How to Eat Fried Worms. Yep. Children's book by Thomas Rockwell in 1973. Yeah, there we go. Is there? Let me look at this. Alan challenged Billy to eat a worm a day for 15 days. The winner gets 50. Tom prepares the worm in a variety of ways to make them more appealing, using condiments such as ketchup, mustard, horseradish, maple syrup. He's apparently find out about the bet, but he's allowed to finish and eventually wins. Billy drives his newly won mini bike over to the usual lunch spot. We hear that he's gotten so used to eating worms, he now can't stop. How to Fight a Girl and How to Get Fabulously Rich. 2 other sequels. Well, you better prepare. Oh, you better hope it doesn't go down. But we're going into a recession. I guarantee it. Might even hit depression. It might stock markets might crash. That's what they're forecasting. They're forecasting between July and Christmas. The stock market's just gonna go, and they can't stabilize. And I mean, look. Let's reiterate yesterday's meeting, okay? Chair Powell says, "Oh yeah, we have to raise it 0.75%." Well, the stock market raised a little bit yesterday, but then he says everyone's buying things. All sales are great. Sales are great. People are buying cars. People are buying this. Then he changes and says, "Well, there's a computer chip and car shortage and yada yada yada." It goes on and on and on. And they asked him about why we're not getting things from China, and he changes the thing. And in the end, the guy was lying through his fucking teeth. Plain and simple, the guy was lying through his damn teeth. That's the truth. He was lying through his fucking teeth. He was lying through his teeth, and everyone else is now suffering for it. Plain and simple. 2008, me and hubby were still alive. That was an interesting time, I tell you. Oh, yeah, UPS is like, you have a package coming tomorrow, right? That just says that they have a package coming, but they're not letting me track it. It's saying it's still not shipped. So that's the fucking problem, you know? Oh, wait, maybe they're telling me my thing's being delivered tonight. Oh, that one's out for delivery. This one's out for tomorrow by 10, but it ain't shipped yet. Nope. So they're saying I got a package due to be shipped tomorrow, and yet it isn't shipped yet. Go figure. And then this is supposed to be shipped Monday, but they haven't shipped that either. See, I'm on top of this like crap on stink. And this one's due out tonight. I was gonna have some of that for dinner, maybe. It says it's out for delivery because it's noon. We got 1 hour left for the Dow Jones. Or does Dow Jones stop at 4 p.m.? I don't remember. Or is it 4:30? Let me see. Previous close is 36,685.3. So it's down 870 today. So they gained 50 points last hour. The S&P is down 138 points. The NASDAQ is down 496 points. The Russell Index is down 84 points. And the New York Orca Oil Index is down 111 points. There you go. So they say it might drop again in July when they do it again, you know. So gotta be careful, man. Plain and simple. So we got 1 hour left. So I'm gonna make some noodles, and when it's done, I might basically eat my noodles in lunchtime, and then wait for the stock market. Two family packs of better cheddars. You better be eating all those, Higgins. I mean, I would have eaten like 6 at a time just because of family thing, you know, it keeps me fed. But you eat 2, so you do better than me. I got 6 I can eat. Oh yeah, in 1 hour, I think that thing's coming up, right? Let me see. All right, so let's look around. Economy's hurting. Well, whatever it is, it's already 3, so I figured 4 or 4:30. I don't remember. We'll see what happens. That's the main thing, you know. But still, I better get my ramen starting to cook. I'm getting hungry. I got my, you know. Need a fork. I'm preparing to make some ramen. Bury your noodles, grow more. No, no, no. I'm not burying my noodles. Damn good well, I'm gonna check some on Amazon though. Okay. So the rest of my day I will be gaming once I get off here, unless I do a night edition. Otherwise, you'll get your early morning edition tomorrow, depending on a few things. One being mac and cheese delivery too. Hopefully I get my first set of mac and cheese tonight. I was gonna have some mac and cheese tonight for dinner, try it out. See how tasty it is. So I asked Pee Wee if she had any more videos for me to watch because some of them are really good. So see, someone hit the dislike button, so we went down one. Can you believe that? We had four people that hit the like button. Now we're down to three. I guess someone didn't like my channel. But I'm devoted to getting you all the facts, and the facts are not that good, especially with the stock market. This is why you gotta prepare. Well, then take a nap. I mean, literally. I usually sleep during the day during the heat wave. That's what me and Chloe did. We were fine. Box fan, leave the window open. When a breeze came through, it was fine. When there was no breeze, it was miserable. Me, I'm about to make some lunch anyways. Once my lunch is done, I'm gonna go game for the rest of the day. I got my book ready to go, my guide. I'm good to go, man. I'm gonna be enjoying myself today. I want to get through some gaming. I would take a nap. Of course, that's how I would. Leaves me with lunchtime, and then after lunch, I can game for the rest of the day. Not worry about. It'll make me think with the stock market. I put pants on at least under my legs when I, um, you know, have my lunch. Then I can relax the day in my jammies. So what about you, Higgs? What are your plans? Because I told you I'm leaving after lunch is made. I guess Higgins disappeared too. Eh, well, since everyone left, please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like, subscribe button. So it's funny for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, service dogs, your service uh, dog service bunnies. Hit the like, subscribe buttons. Subscribe if you wish. Hit the thumb notification. Hit the bell notification for new content every day. And leave the comments nice as always. Yes, thank you, and God bless you in everything you do.